I want us to round off with the scenario that played out in Adamawa where the governor has been impeached. There's a controversy over whether the deputy governor legally resigned because the allegations against the governor were still being considered by the speaker and the assembly when the speaker read out a letter saying that the deputy governor had written to resign. In any case, if the governor is impeached, the deputy governor would have been sworn in. But if the letter of the deputy governor was read by this same speaker before the governor was impeached, that those who followed that procedure, that the speaker stands to benefit because if the deputy governor resigns, then he takes over if the governor is impeached. Yeah. What do you think about that procedure that played out there?
You say something, kick, step, kick, and jump. That's a proverb like that. That is, one step and then the other and so on. It's orchestrated. On the face of it, that is ridiculous, and it should be questioned. Now, look at it. Was it the House of Assembly that appointed the deputy governor? Definitely, it is the party that nominated the governor and the deputy governor to run on one ticket. If the man will resign his position as deputy governor, certainly it's not the House that he will send a letter of resignation to. You understand? All they did was recognition. The party and even the governor itself. You understand me? And then they could have been seen on the face of it. It's not when they are under this under this sort of pressure that, as if glove in hand, that's what it looks, and it bastardizes the whole system. And it doesn't look clean, doesn't look tidy on the face of it. That's what I'm saying. One has to be careful, however. Now, how to pin it down that is unlawful, that's another kettle of fish indeed.
Well, that's a matter for the court.
It is for the court to decide. But on the face of it, one can smell a rat there, knowing that it's under the constitution where there's no governor and no deputy governor. The speaker is next in line. Yes. So if this one is pegged off, it's like playing a game of chess. You peg this hop, step, and jump.
But in all of these, where have we put the wishes of the electorate? Because we've seen in some of these states where the electorate takes to the streets and they protest that we are solidly behind our governor, we are not in support of what the lawmakers are doing. Where is their wishes in all of this impeachment process that we see?
Their wishes, well, that is the will of the people. That sort of demonstration, if it's spontaneous, though it could be organized, I mean, there are two sides to the coin. If it is spontaneous, if the man is really popular, has been doing well, the governor has been doing it to his people, they certainly will resist it. They will say, foul. This man is our man.
But does it count for anything?
Not in the procedure. It has no locus in the procedure, unfortunately. There's nothing in Section 188, all the 11 subsections there do not say the electorate should be consulted. The nearest to it is that the chief judge should, and it must be from the electorate anyway, some people, 7 people of impeccable character. It is those now that the nearest to the people, because it must take it from among the people that they say where he should take them from, whether from outside of the state or not, but by implication, it's likely to be from within the state. And that should be like an expression, because those people are there, they give up to 3 weeks, I think, to do their work. There will be some pressure or some comments from even their own families, individual families, and so on, say, don't have your hand there, so they want to impeach this man. He's a good man, we don't want him. All that may be born to bear in their estimate.
After 21 days of no work, the Judiciary Staff Union of Nigeria has suspended its industrial action following the intervention of the Minister of Labour and Productivity, Emeka Wogu. It will be recalled that the judiciary workers embarked on a nationwide strike since the 11th of July 2014, with a demand that all state governments should comply with an order of the Federal High Court Abuja that all allocations meant for the state judiciary should be paid directly to the heads of courts. A truce was reached after a memorandum of understanding was signed at the end of a meeting between the minister and the leadership of the Judicial Union in Abuja. Before the strike was called off, however, it had totally paralyzed activities as the courts across the country remained under lock and key. Some legal practitioners spoke to Law Weekly about the effects and implications of the strike on lawyers and litigants.
This has been the quest of every lawyer, that our judiciary must not just be independent, but it must be seen to be so. So to the extent that the funding tends to abridge the independence of the judiciary, definitely all hands must be on deck to stop that. So I'm totally in support of JUSUN for what they are doing, and I think that the earlier the presidency or whoever is involved, gets to implement this decision, the better for all concerned.
The courts or the judiciary is supposed to be the last of the common man. But when that arm of government is shut down, then anarchy can result. So it's very sad, and we do hope that immediate action is taken as soon as possible, so that the courts can resume sitting and work, and the last hope of the common man can be accessed by the common man, and even the not so common man, because the court exists for all manner of people, irrespective of their status in life, their tribe, their religion or creed, and what have you.
We are a nation of unproductive element, because in a very civilized world whereby statistics works, if you strike for a day, you can quantify the kind of the effect on the economy in terms of naira and kobo and in terms of other facilities. And when you look at it now, virtually almost all sectors on strike, judiciary on strike, the doctors on strike, this on strike, that on strike. Very, very unfortunate. So when you look at it, fine, there could be, strike should be the last resort, should be the last thing to be resorted to in case, but it has become almost the order of the day now that the only language our authority understand is strike. Otherwise, there will be no need for strike.
And this is where we end today's episode of the program. These and past episodes are on our YouTube page. And do let's interact via Facebook, email, or Twitter. I'm Shola Shiyeli. Thank you for watching.